one shot. For everybody living in the moment, one shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Hey, pick it up, Switch.
To try again after the sack. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
43 is the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors. Go.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Rip right, rip right. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
56.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. 10 cycles. Wait.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. The Bills at 6-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
He's checking crap. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hey,
Of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
My big tummy hurts.
A little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back big plays right there, and the Bills have another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Cook up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Cook. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Oh, double bubble.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out. But they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Cook. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing now is Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Shanghai Kunki Khan.
Just a short throw kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 9, Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off play action, Allen. And he will slide down with a good gain. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. Now Hill to return it. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen to Ballage. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On first down, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their 1st half lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
That nigga intercepted that shit again.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage.
Damn, he bombed him.
17. A final shot before half for Allen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them, so what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Ready, go.
They run it with Balaj. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own
damn,
18.
he fumbled too.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hit.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Up the middle, it's Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Slice, 97.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Let's go now. Black, 95. Claws red.
49.
Ready, go.
On play action, here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
49. Take me out. Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
10 cycle.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Balaj will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
6, Mega.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And
he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a penalty flag comes in.
They made me hold this nigga.
Complete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2nd and 5 now. Allen steps away to his, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Like 60.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
22. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check it back.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 57 yards rushing now for Mostert as he picks up a first down.
60 ready.
Mike 35. Here we go.
Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's got some space here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Neville Gallimore able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Nice little juke. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Whoa.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here we go. 33. Yellow.
One more time with Mostert. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing